Going on, guys? Tarwow here, 3200 experienced discipline priest. This video I'm going to be showing everybody how to do crazy damage, more damage than even your teammates in 2v2 arenas. This is a 2 specific build. I got this build from a viewer actually. He said that there was another priest that was running at Himis, and I'll link his YouTube as well. He didn't make a video over it, so I'm gonna make a video over the second build. It's just a crazy damage build. It's just absolutely insane, and I've been playing with it in viewer arenas, doing more damage than everybody in the game. I've been doing top damage. It's kind of insane. And I think Discipline Priest might get nerfed and damage, and hopefully we don't take just straight nerfs, because there are issues we're still having. Not that much though, but if we do get damage nerfs, then it's going to be healing nerfs as well because of atonement. I think we need a damage nerf and slightly atonement buffs, but that's for another video. The just straight build, it's kind of weird, it's kind of sketchy, so if you're not used to priest at all, I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend maybe going into this slowly, but this can work at all sorts of ratings. We beat Sidu and Mez, and we beat Pet Kick, all types of people in just very fast games, just super fast. So the first thing is, you want to go down on the priest tree, go down to Shadow or Death, get Death and Madness. This is going to help you execute really good. You want to have Psychic Voice. You're going to have shorter, cooldown on your fear, so you can just fear more and keep doing damage, and the healer will not be able to out heal the damage pretty much. Phantasm, you can get away. You want to have Void Tendrils. You could probably go Sheer Terror, but Void Tendril is probably going to be the best one overall. I mean, yeah, Void Tendril is pretty much locked down, but yeah. Sheer Leap of Faith, you go with Power Infusion down to Twins of the Sun Priestess. You can PI your teammate, gives you PI as well. Now this option right here between Sanguine Teachings or Vampiric Embrace, I'm actually not exactly sure which one. I've been trying Sanguine Teaching out. I don't even know how much it's been healing me for, but Vampiric Embrace is not on a global cooldown. I do run this one sometimes a lot, but you can macro this if you don't want to have a keybind for it, to like Shadow Covenant, to whenever you're doing your damage and you're wanting to just straight do damage, and you can pump damage and it will heal your teammates, so that's really good. Throws a pain for more damage. You go in Mind Games. This is not insanely huge, but I will go over even more offensive in just a moment here. But we're going, you can go whichever one, Binding Heals, Angel's Mercy. I'm just going to go Binding Heals right now, especially if they're not hitting you. It's going to give you more healing, because you're really lacking on straight healing in this build. It's really an atonement style build, so Binding Heal is going to be best here. Surge of Light, and then Power Word Life. This is a must. Power Word Life is your biggest heal, pretty much. One of your biggest heals. And just overall priest in general, but even though it's terribly designed and horrible, and whoever made this ability just needs to be fired instantly, because this is a garbage ability the way it's designed. It gives you a buff whenever somebody goes 35% health, because people heal themselves, and I can't help it whenever we're at low dampening and they just heal, and then I press this button and then we lose the game because they healed. It's kind of ridiculous. It needs to be redesigned. I don't know. Angelic Bulwark, this is not needed. You can actually take this out if you want to and go into Manipulation. You can take out Sanlon. Oh, no, you can't. You can take out Angelic Bulwark though, go into Manipulation, and yeah, I don't know what else you can take out actually. Maybe Tith Evasion and go into Manipulation. This will make your Mind Games from a 45-second cooldown to a 30-second cooldown. But if you're not using Mind Games as much as you should be, then it doesn't really matter, I'd say. But Mind Games is really not kill. It actually kind of ruins your damage, because if they dispel your Purge the Wicked during your go, it kind of puts you a global behind, and it can ruin your one shot. So you need to know when to use Mind Games. I'll go over that here in a bit. But now down this row, Power Word Radiance. Nope, we're not running it. That's right, we're not running Power Word Radiance. Weird, but trust me, just try out this build. It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna go Pain Suppression. You get Power of the Dark Side. You're getting 2 Mind Blast, very important. 2 Mind Blast, very, very important. Schism, very important. Shadow Covenant, very important. Dome, Barrier, nope. You're not running Barrier either. You're not running Radiance or Barrier. You're freaking out, aren't you? This is a weird build. I know, it is. It takes some getting used to, but trust me, just go into it and you will be amazed. Solace, you want Solace, definitely. You don't want Shield Discipline, you want Solace, because it's going to go into some more talents down here. Purge the Wicked. Revel in Purity for more damage. Now you, oh, my bad. You want Borrowed Time, Castigation for those big penances, Abyssal Reverie. Since you are Atonement, you're going straight Atonement Healing, Mindbender, down here into Incapable Torment, and then Void Summoner. So what this is going to do is whenever you cast your Mindbender, your Siphene, it's on 1 minute cooldown, lasts for 12 seconds. Every time you Mind Blast and Shadow or Death, it teleports behind your enemy and deals 10,000 damage. And then you go down here to Expiation, increase your Mind Blast and Shadow or Death damage by 20%, and consume 6 seconds of your, and it consumes 6 seconds of your Purge the Wicked or Dot. So you can Mind Blast and Death at the same time, and it consumes 12 seconds of your stuff, your Purge the Wicked. So a deal, you can crit a 45,000 Mind Blast, you know, and you're hitting 30,000 expiation damage. You Mind Blast again, you just dealt 200,000 damage of 2 cast. Like, it's crazy damage. Harsh Discipline, anytime, you know, you're going to get big penances with this, and then Twilight Equilibrium, you're just going to constantly be doing more damage whenever you're doing your rotation. Even if you're not even trying to set up Twilight Equilibrium, you're going to be doing more damage with this. But I'll explain how to do, you know, max damage. But even in the big kill windows, you're only going to be, you know, benefiting from Twilight Equilibrium like 2 times, because I'll get to that here in a bit. So PvP talents: Eternal Rest, Inner Shadow, not Inner Light, Inner Shadow for 10% spell damage and Atonement Healing, and then Catharsis. So if you're getting trained, this build is going to be hard to do all this casting, but you have Catharsis, so you're still going to be able to pump. You're going to be able to do big damn still. Big damn! Oh yeah, and this one you Embrace Shadow, I forgot to go over that. You do more damage with this one, Twilight Corruption, but Embrace Shadow, you're going to be able to do it for longer, so you're actually going to get more damage and more, it's going to be better for Embrace Shadow. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the talents. I never really changed them. There's no really reason to change them, and the idea about this build is you're going to be basing it around Expiation, and when your pretty much base damage will be around Expiation and Mind Blast and Shadow or Death, because Eternal Rest is going to make your Shadow or Death from a 20-second cooldown to an 8-second cooldown. So your burst damage will be Schism, it will be Shadow Covenant, and it will be your Mind Bender with all your Mind Blast, your Shadow or Death, and maybe if you can, you will have a Fat Penance. So what you need to do is you need to Purge the Wicked. Purge the Wicked is a light spell. It is light, so it is holy, sorry. And it will activate your Twilight Equilibrium, making your next shadow spell 15% increased damage. So what you can do then, if you want to, you can summon your Mindbender. You can Purge the Wicked. Schism, it'll make your Schism stronger. Shadow Covenant does not activate it. And then your next holy spell, and you can do a big penance, and then you can Mind Blast if you want to. Solace into a Mind Blast, into a reapply your dot before you ever death or anything like that, and then Shadow or Death. It's going to take more out, and you can just keep pumping damage. Just keep pumping damage. So whenever you're actually not going in for the kill, if you're stunning the enemy, then of course you don't have to focus all of the Twilight Equilibrium trying to get max damage. You can really just, you know, you have your dot on them, Schism, Shadow Covenant, you know, Mind Blast, keep that dot up, make sure that dot has more than 6 seconds, Mind Blast, you know, and you can penance after that. But if they're not going to die, just Solace, and then you know, do this. Make sure you keep Shadow or Death off cooldown, because if you're getting trained, the only damage you have that you can really rely on is going to be your Catharsis, which will be huge damage, Eternal Rest, which will make your, like I said, your Shadow or Death on a 8-second cooldown. So you're going to just be Purge the Wickeding, and you're going to be using Shadow or Death and Solace as the only instant cast that you really have, and then you're going to be sitting there trying to Mind Blast, and if they kick you, it's fine. Well, guess what? You're kicked on Shadow. So then what? You just cast on Holy and heal yourself. So simple as that. It's really not much to it. It's a really weird build. You don't have things like mind control. Now, of course, if you're facing like a double DPS build, double DPS like a rogue mage, neither one of those really has healing that mind games is going to affect too much, and you need other abilities like Purge. You need Purge versus a mage where you can get their alter time, because you don't want to just them alter and then you pump into them and then they go straight back to 100%. You want to purge that. So you could drop mind games for a purge. You can drop things like Throws of Pain, just a little more damage for Mass Dispel. It's not a huge thing you're going to lose. You can go improve Mass Dispel. It's really good. But yeah, I'm going to be doing viewer games if you guys want to come in here and check it out. If you are a DPS and want to play, then be sure to come in and just yeah, try to keep mind blasting constantly. Solus off cooldown. It's so you can get that harsh discipline proc and you get that big penance, and then you just do massive damage. And since you're mind blasting and all that, it's going to reduce the cooldown of Mindbender. And also, if you're not needing to run Angelic Bulwark, you're not getting trained, you can go into, like I said, Manipulation if you wanted to as well. But this is just the build I've been running in 2s. I don't even change anything up ever. Even whenever I'm facing Mage, I'm just so lazy. I don't even take Purge and stuff like that. I don't even have to. I just kill them. I just absolutely destroy them. You have 2 charges of Pain Suppression. Those are your only defensives, and Rapture as well. You're not even taking long Rapture. You're just taking straight damage. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like. This was a quick video, I guess. Not too quick, 11 minutes. But anyways, come follow me on Twitch. TV, TarWow. Probably going to change my Tar_Wow. Probably going to change my name soon. Back to what it used to be. But that's what it'll be for now. Anyways, peace out.